Welcome back. I'm Donna from Lost Closet 12, and I have not a typical thrift haul. I went to the red, white, and blue, and generally when I go to the red, white, and blue, I pick up shoes and or jewelry bags, and then sometimes we buy the bags of toys. Today, I don't know what day that they change the color of the tags, but I had found one yellow tag, which was 25% off, and everything. I did find a couple green tags, but they were so overpriced that even the 50% would not have been worth the pickup for me. So I was like, well, let me look at something else. So I spent a lot of time in the shoes, and I think I got two pairs of shoes. I got that summer shoes. They were like sandals. And then I moved over to look at some of the artwork and the picture frames, and I moved down. And we did find some stuff, but again, even in those areas, I didn't find any of I think it was green, red, and blue. I think the blue was, I don't remember. One of them was 75% off. The other two were 50, and then the yellow was 25% off. But I did find something for me, and I found a pair of boots for my granddaughter, which they're downstairs in my daughter's bag. And then I found a crocheted pink and purple blanket, like baby blanket for my newest grandchild. She's only a couple weeks old, so that'll come in handy this winter. So I don't really know where to start. They're drying. So I'm just I have my bag here, and it's heavy, and I feel like my husband found the best thing, so I'm going to save that for last. I have to do some research because I do sell home goods and kitchenwares and stuff, but I'm not knowledgeable in any one of those categories, so I have to, when I find something I think is good, I have to take my time and look it up. So these are your run-of-the-mill Michael Kors sandals, flip-flops, thongs, whatever you want to call them. There's the logo. They were $2.99. Yeah, they were $2.99. So, yeah, I figured I don't know about this time of the year or the season we're going into, but I think that's an easy $15 to $20 flip. They're in good condition on the bottom. And then these, I like the style. I've sold the brand before. It's not a bolo. These are, let me show you on this one, Allegra. I don't know if you can see that. I have a dual ring light behind the camera, and the one keeps going out. I had it come on twice, and it went out twice. So I was like, I'm just going to work with it. So these are in really good condition. Almost no wear on the bottom. 90% alcohol almost always takes that marker off for me. These were 25% off, $9.99. So I probably overpaid. I thought they were a little cheaper than that. I might have just put them in my cart to think about. But I like the little flowers, and, I'll make my money back on those and maybe a little more. And this, I'm going to have to comp. I said, I talk about my grandbabies all the time. And these are Garden Friends Bug Pops. And you just put your little juice in there and put it in the freezer. I did not check to see if it's all here. It looks like it might be. So you put your I guess that's supposed to be a bug. Doesn't really look like a bug, but it's supposed to be a bug. And then these go in there. And then I guess you would fill it with your juice and put that in there and freeze it. And then you have a homemade Juice Pop. These are from Pier 1 Imports. The original price, I think I saw 12. Yeah, here it is. $12.95. So depending if you can still get it online or I don't even, is Pier 1's even a thing anymore? I haven't seen a Pier 1 Imports in a minute. But yeah. If they don't comp well, I'll just keep them for my grandbaby. I paid $2.99 for them. Oh, my total haul. I didn't tell you that. Was $117.69. That's including the shoes, the blanket, and I got myself a Teflon steamer pot. I will show it to you. I'm thinking about selling it because I paid $9 for it, and if I part it out, I can get maybe $80. But I like the pot, so I don't know. We'll see. And this is out of my, come on out, wheelhouse. But I did see 2 sold comps for $25. There was a sticker on there that said $3.99. And that's what I paid for it. So the holidays are coming. Easy to write, easy to ship. You know, like I just hit the scan bar, piggyback off the sold one, which I might do. There's some of them listed higher than the 25, but I found one that sold for 25. So I might start it a little higher than that. It's really pretty. And then take offers around the holidays. That I don't think I would have even looked at if I was finding what I normally buy when I'm there. If that makes any sense. This made me laugh out loud. Please don't judge me. It was $2.99. Someone else will want it. I don't know where I'm going to price it at. You see the ring light reflection. Is that better? I think it's a frog. I'm pretty sure. I didn't even look it up. It made me laugh. Oh, look, there's a command hook on the back. Someone actually had it hung up. I'm just probably going to... Did they come off like that? Oh, yeah. Look at that. Clean. I've never had to remove a... I have my backdrop hung with command hooks, but I've never... That's the only time I've ever used. Look at that. That one was easier. Right there in the trash. Look at that. In case if you were ever wondering. Well, anyway, yeah. I'm probably going to start this one a little high. Like, not a crazy high, maybe like 12 to 15. I don't know. Tell me what you think. It made me laugh out loud. I'm pretty sure it's a frog. So, and that, I do that. If I'm thrifting and something makes me laugh out loud, I generally pick it up. One of these I comped, and I think it was this Flatscrap, however you say. It's an embroidered, you have to do the work, and the floss is not in the kit. I think I saw them selling for like 20 or 30 bucks. This has the original tag for $32.99, and then they wanted $5.99. So I was like, even if I was wrong, like if I was misled with the comps, sometimes I am in the store, I see better comps, and then I get home and the comps aren't as good. I'm still gonna make my money back on that. And then I found, I really dug for these. This one was $6.99. And again, no floss. To have, yeah, it was the original price. I don't know if you can see that. It says $34.99. No floss is in this one. And I know some crafts like cross stitches. I don't know the brands, but I know I've heard resellers talk about them. They do well. So I'm going to start these up probably like 20 or maybe a little better each. I don't know how well I did with this haul. I will make money though. And I found this. It does work. And I think it's cool. That was $6.99. And again, it's something they just put out. I couldn't get the TV sound, channel 2 through 6 and channel 7 through 13. I don't even know what that is or what that means. If anyone knows, this is a General Electric and it's got a clean battery compartment. I will probably list it unless if my son wants it. I don't know. Comps, I think we're about 25 to 30 on these. There is some discoloring on the speaker area, so that's probably going to take away. But it's cool, and I wasn't leaving empty-handed, so I will make a little money on this because I'm probably going to list it. I'm running out of room on my table. I'd never finished cleaning it off. I had some stuff here and some stuff there. This I just picked up because I like the colorway. I couldn't really see the graphic, but it's one of those latch hooks. I'm not sure if it's a vintage one or not. I could not Google Lens it because it was like all folded up, but I could tell it was a latch hook. It was like this stuffed in a bag for $2.99. So that's pretty cool. I like it all open like that. So I'm going to list that as is. Someone can finish the project. I don't know. There was an unopened latch hook. It was older. I could tell by the box and the way it was older, and I comped it. It was unopened. And what were the comps? It was not good. They wanted like $8 for the latch hook. And I think the comps were like 12. It wasn't worth it, so I left that, which I was surprised because I thought that they were worth more, but I've never come across them. And I've never comped them myself, so maybe some of them are worth more. And these weren't on deal. This was 99 cents. I doubt that it's going to fly off the shelf, but it's going to be an easy write, easy ship. There's branding on the back. It's not pewter. It's made to look like it's pewter. And then this one was at $2.99. This one was $2.99. I probably should have left this one, but you know, for when you get married, figured I'd try it. They were cheap enough to be easy to write and ship. So try something new when you can't get what you normally get. I did a quick search with Copilot, I think it was. I took a picture of this bag. I paid $2.99 for. And I've done well with soaps before. I've done okay with soaps before. I think the last one, I think it was mixed brands. I know I've sold Mary Kay soaps that meant lickety split. They were travel size or sample size. I sold a mixed bag of soaps that were small sizes. From what I read and what I understand, people who do the Airbnbs, they buy them up and they, stock their restrooms or their bathrooms with some toiletries, and that's, a good way to market it. This, I don't think is going to work that way. I picked it up. I like soap. It's $3. But I did a Copilot, took a picture of it, asked a series of questions. I didn't do the research myself yet, but they said each bar is between $10 and $15. So if that's fact, I did pretty good, and we'll see. I'll put this right here. This is why I generally put my hair up before I record. Goram is how I'm assuming you pronounce that. And I think that they're like ceramic. But I don't know if that's a 14 karat gold or just made to look like. I have to do research, but I thought they were cool. $3.99. I didn't bother to look them up. There's something loose in there. It's like a little round thing. Well, anyway, I'm going to either break it into 2 lots or sell it one. I'm thinking, I don't know. I've never sold this brand before. I've sold napkin rings and made money on them. But, I mean, for $4, I feel like I'm so out of my element right now. None of this stuff is stuff that I typically buy. I have purchased stuff like this before and sold stuff like this, but my whole haul has not been for this. These are like one-offs to me. Like normally I do shoes, jewelry, clothing, sometimes handbags, not very often. My husband got a bag that we opened up. These will probably sell for about $8 to $10 each. They're from Mario Kart or Mario Brothers. They're the keychains. And then I'm just going to lot these up. They're Australia keychains. Souvenir. And I'm just going to put them all in one lot. But the bag was like $4 or $5. So we got that. And I was like, yeah. I was like, fine, whatever. I didn't even look at it. I might have taken a pass on this bag, but if I actually looked at it. And what else I got? This was $6.99. There's a broken mouse in here. He's missing his tail. I still thought he was cute. He's on my shelf. I have another broken mouse on my shelf. It's sitting in, like, you know, if you go to a diner, they have the sweet and low packets and equal packets. The mouse is in there, like laying on his back. And I thrifted that and then I broke it. So I didn't mean to. I was thrifting. So I put the other broken mouse with a missing tail with my broken mouse with a missing tail. These are some type of stone. They are little pigs. We got the bag for these. They are adorable. I was thinking about keeping them, but I'm going to list them. I don't know if I'm going to list them together or separate. I'm going to have to run comps. And in that bag was this vintage hippo, which I'm going to write. I'm not going to get a lot for it. But again, easy to write, easy to ship, and it's stinking adorable. And this I'm probably not going to do anything with. It does have, I don't know if you can see it, like up by the mane is a stamp, and I have to get a closer look. I did not notice that until I was getting ready to do my little haul, and I noticed that. So if it's anything good, I'll list it. If not, it's going to get redonated. I probably am going to keep these. I don't drink a lot of alcohol. But when I was doing the other day, we were waiting. I was doing the Too Good to Go. I went to a couple different places and I was waiting for the donuts so I could go in there. Because you can't swipe it before or after the pickup time. It has to be in the middle of the pickup time, saying that you picked it up. So we were waiting in the parking lot. We were a couple minutes early, and I was like, oh, look, let's go. I think I called it the beverage store. It was a liquor store. I said next door, and she was like, yeah, okay. So we go in there, and the lady was sampling some tequila and some other alcohol beverages. She said coffee, and I was like, what? Because I was like, oh no, I'm good. So and then she said coffee, and then she got my attention. And I ended up buying a bottle of their coffee liqueur because it was really, really good. But I don't have any shot glasses at my house. So I got a little 6-pack. I have rock glasses, not shot glasses. So these are Tavern mini mugs, set of 6. The ounces are in there. Looks like circle wear, but I'm not wearing my glasses. They're on my head. This was interesting because I'm like, oh, look, $5. And I have to check my receipt, but I think that he scanned both tags. And this is $7.99. This would have been housewares. I have kitchen accessories, $4.99. And that would have been that. I don't know. I have to go through it. Do want to save that for last. That's the bag. And then I got this. Was $5. But this was like rubber band together. But I'm not, see how it sits kind of loose? I don't know if that actually is the top. So, but this is crystal. The bottom is crystal. And it says Winter Follies 9.5-inch covered jar crystal. This is made in China. And then this has this little sample in the back. So I'm going to have to look into it to see if it's actually supposed to be together. Because when I took the lid off and I checked the rim after I got home for chips, you run your finger gently over it because if there's something sharp, you can cut your finger. You run it gently and slowly over and you can feel for the chips. It just didn't go on right. And this is what my husband found. This is cast iron. This is heavy. It's heavy. You can hear it. It's cast iron. There is a little mark right there. I don't know if you can see it. And I think it was Copilot I used. I took a picture of it. And that's the little pedestal that it sits on. If I can identify it, it could be up to $200. I doubt that this is a $200 teapot, but it could possibly be a $40 to $50 teapot. It is, I like it a lot, and it's probably the best find that I have for resale. And I don't have, I paid $8 for that. So, yeah, I'm going to do more research on the teapot, and maybe I'll update you in a future video. This is a Calphalon. I don't know if you can see that, and it looks like it might be upside down. Steamer basket set. Now I'm getting really close, and I apologize. Sticker residue and tape residue all over the lid. A little mini steamer basket. And then the other steamer basket. And then the bottom pot. $9.99. A quick search on my phone says that this is $60 to $80. But I love Calphalon, and I'm probably going to keep it. And that is I'm lying to you. I'm not going to do a separate haul, but I did pick up a bag of earrings for $7.99. So there's nothing crazy of value in here, I'm quite positive. But again, easy to write, easy to ship, easy to store. And I will make my $8 back on that it might take me a minute, but to sell through it because it's not designer, it's not sought after. But yeah, so that's the entire haul, $117 and change. Let me know what you think, and I will catch you in the next one. Thanks, bye.